Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rocha, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Grand Mercy who rule and teach the world. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's hopeful elect. To begin with 144,000, the elect men of the nation of Israel, and the 1/3 men, women, and children, the believers, those of you that have come back in these last days to walk the walk of faith by the Spirit empowered by the Heavenly Father. Those of you who have come to worship your power in truth and spirit, hoping at the end for your salvation. To you, I may say Shalom. As we know, we are living in the last days of the last days, the end of this world. The word of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Caucasians. Their time is up, their hand is near, and it's going to be a lot of ongoing chaos and the trouble, evil, everywhere. Tough time are coming, and a lot of people gonna suffer in these times, So, but at the end of the day, when all this evil comes, this trouble, danger times comes, the Lord is gonna be with His people. To begin with, the elect of the nation of Israel, the 1/3 and the believers, those of you that have forsake this world and come back to worship their power in truth and spirit. Messiah is gonna be with them to deliver them, in sad perils that are about to come on this planet Earth, in time of starvation, famine, in the time of less war, in the time of Jacob trouble. The elect of the nation of Israel is going to be protected. When this man Esau, Edom, come down with a great wrath, knowing that he have a short time to rule, the elect going to be protected. Mosiah is going to he's going to give them spiritual powers, to maneuver around this system, to maneuver around this the trouble time, man. In the time of trouble time. In the time of trouble, So when the time are tough and tough keep going, the Lord is going to help His people, the elect of the nation of Israel. So I'm a leader here in the book of Job 5:19. It says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And 7 is a compression, So in compression, what you're gonna in the time of the hand, when everything have to be completed, what is gonna happen? It's gonna be nuclear missile coming down, man. This nuclear missile is gonna be shoot. They're gonna be shot around the world, by this nation that have the technology, the technology of these nuclear missiles, these superpower nations like Russia, China, they're gonna be shooting missiles. America themselves, they're gonna shoot missiles. China, England, United Kingdom, France, all these nations that have missiles, nuclear missiles, ICBM missiles, they're gonna be shooting those missiles, to each other, man, and that's gonna be the end of everything. And in that time also, Yahweh is gonna appear in the sky. So and when He appear, when them missiles are coming down, the elect are gonna be beamed up to be deceived of the Lord, man, to be hidden from the said perils, from the said fire, destruction, the second death, So I may read again, in famine, He shall deliver thee in 6 trouble. So when there's a time of Jacob trouble, the Lord is gonna be with you. Where there's a ongoing chaos in the street, the Lord is gonna be with the elect. As they say in the book of Psalms 91, the book of Psalm 91 is speaking volume, man, of what Mosiah is gonna do in these last days to His men, the elect of the nation of Israel. So He shall deliver thee in 6 trouble. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. So the elect are not going to die in this war by second death, by fire, that Messiah is going to let loose in these last days to destroy the whole land of America and this different cities around the world. Messiah is going to protect his elect from those fire, man. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death. So when there's a famine, there's no food, people are dying in starvation, the Lord is gonna what? He's gonna reward his people, his elect. He's gonna provide for his elect. If I may lead here in the book of Isaiah, you know, all these biblical prophets, man, you know, and what Messiah say is gonna come to pass. This is the book of Isaiah. Let me start from 13. So therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. I mean, start from 12. So Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore I will remember you to the sword, and ye shall bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. You know, and that speak to the Israel, you so-called Negro Latino Native America. Though the Lord have exalt, I mean, have raised his people in this last day, the prophet, to warn you, but you are not taking heed. You know, you are still doing things that delighteth not Messiah. You know, eating pork, you know, worshiping idols, you know, killing each other, committing adultery, you know. You're doing nothing but rebelliousness, you know. So Messiah is gonna live for what? For the sword, man. You know, it's gonna leave you for the sword, you know, and that's why we say here. Therefore, I will number you to the sword, and sword, the modern day sword is gonna be what? The guns, you know, these viruses, you know, these viruses that bring diseases, you know, these viruses that are in the in ESO laboratory, you know, because ESO, if you believe it or not, he have scientists, man, that is sit day and night in the laboratory to try to create this VLAS, you know, specifically for the less of people, you know, and that's what this man have been doing. He is a wicked one. He's been doing this wickedness, man. So Mosiah say, well, it's going to left you to the sword. And the main sword is who? Is Esau, Edom. Esau is avenger of death. As they say in the book of, I believe, Psalms 17 and 13, if I may. Yeah. He said, well, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked. Who is the wicked? Is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Which is thy sword from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh, from men of the world, which are their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the less of their substance to their babes. You know, and that's Edomite, Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, man. They never share. They are for themselves, man. You know, things they've been in rulership. They've been going around the world, terrorizing nations, dropping bombs, killing people, stealing their resources, and that's what they've been doing. They capture us from the shores of Africa and put us in slavery. Putting who in slavery? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, the Israel. You know. So this man is a sword of Mosiah, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to punish who? The Israel, also the whole world. You know, that's why we are the King David cried for deliverance. You know, so in these last days, it's gonna be Mosiah is gonna let Esau have have time with you, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, you rebellious one, to deal with you, I'm a leader again in this book of Isaiah 65 and the 12. Therefore, I will number you to the sword, and ye shall bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Who are the servant of Mosiah? The Israelite in general, but the elect, the elect are the main servant, because what we do now, we are doing the service of the Heavenly Father, man. We have forsaken this word when we are trying to the best of our ability to serve the Heavenly Father by preaching the word and the warning our people, and also doing what is right, man, at the same time. My servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And that's what's going to be in these last days. Most of you, Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Latin America, you're going to be crying, man. You're going to be howling, man, looking for help, but there's going to be no help, So I may go back to the book of Job 9, so like 5 and 19. And 20 says, in famine it shall redeem thee from death. So when there's a famine come, people are dying in starvation, the elect going to be provided with food, with water, as we have read in the book of Isaiah 65, 14 and 15. As it goes on and so, and in war from the power of the sword. And believe me or not, we are approaching in the time of World War III. You can see the way it is, man, right now on the earth. There's a lot of war, tension between nations. There's a room of war here and there. But soon they're going to go to fight the war, as they say in the book of Revelation. 11 and 14. The second war is already past, and the third war comes quickly. And the war means what? Destruction. The time of danger, war, and that's what is approaching. It's fasting approaching, and a lot of people who are going to be drafted to go to fight the war, all of you are going to die. All these soldiers that are going to go to fight the World War III is going to die, So the elect is going to be delivered from the power of the sword, from the time of war. In the time of war, thou shalt be healed from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction wherein it cometh. So when them nuclear missiles are coming to land on the ground zero to explode, to kill people, to destroy the infrastructure, the elect of Mosiah are not going to be afraid. They're not going to be petrified, because the Lord is going to be there to deliver them. It's going to beam them up, and heal them from the said perils, man. If I may read this book of Isaiah, so the Lord is going to beam the elect to hide them or heal them from the said destruction, man. This is the book of Isaiah 26 and the 21, which lead. Let me start from 20. So what? Come, my people, enter thou into thy chamber. And that chamber is what? The so-called UFO, the chariot of the Heavenly Father. We're going to be hidden. We're going to be taken there by the Lord. We're going to be beamed up. Lord will be all those men. And he shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. Until the indignation is a what? Is a righteous anger, the righteous anger of the Heavenly Father, the last of the Heavenly Father, which is going to be by the way of fire, which is the fire is going to come from the nuclear missiles, So we're going to be taken and beamed up in the sky to be heard in those vehicles of the Heavenly Father. And we're going to be seeing the destruction, of the rebellious and of ungodly men. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his praise to punish the inhabitant of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose our blood, and shall no more cover our slain. All these dead people gonna be left to lot, on the open space, on open space. Nobody gonna be able to bury them, because everyone gonna be dying, especially in the land of America. Everyone gonna be dead, So the elect gonna be hidden in the chariot of the Heavenly Father, and they're gonna look down to see what? The destruction. This is the book of Revelation 15:2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of grass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over the image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of grass, having the harps of Most High. So let me start from 1. So this is 2 Ezra 15:1. It's, and I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plague, for in them is filled up the last of Most High. And I saw, as it were, a sea of grass and mingled with fire. So we're gonna be seeing we're gonna be beamed up. We're gonna be there on the whole ozone layer, in the sky there, on the ozone layer. We're gonna be looking down inside the chariot, looking down, and we're gonna see the earth engulfed in fire. Especially the land of America is gonna be known as lake of fire. Lord will be of those men of the elect. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of grass, having the harp of Most High. So all those who are going to overcome the beast, those who are going to endure to the end, you're going to be saved, man, and you're going to see the destruction of your enemy. So I may go back to the book of Job again. So like 5 and the 20. In famine he shall redeem from thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league, you shall be in agreement. That's what it means. This animal is gonna be in agreement with us, man. The caves, the stones, all of them. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shall not sin. That's how it's gonna be. For the Lord is gonna help the men that love Most High, man. The men that have forsake this word. So in the trouble, or in the time of trouble, in the tough time, and tough keep going, the Lord is gonna help us, man. So with that, I'm saying Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat.